Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. And as all of you know, today is Netaji Jayanti. Today is the day when Netaji was born. Netaji is called the India's greatest fighter, and today we are going to talk about him briefly. So let's get started. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was born in Cuttack, Odisha 1897. His father was Janakinath, a self-made lawyer who served the British government. His earnings provided a comfortable environment to Subhas and his 13 siblings to grow up in. Subhas's mother, Prabhavati, told us from stories from Mahabharata and Ramayana to little Subhas that taught him great values. Subhas was known for his prompt answers and sat in the first bench of the class. One day, the headmaster of the school visited the class and asked, while conversing with the students, he asked, It's whose fault that we are still clutched by British rule? All the students looked at each other with confusion. Just then, Subhas raised his hand to answer. Then he said, "It's our fault." The stunned headmaster asked, "Why do you think so?" Subhas replied, "It's our fault. We didn't fight hard enough. If we fought strongly, then the British could have been scared off." Then the headmaster asked the Subhas, "What is your name, boy?" He said, "Subhas." He asked Subhas, then, "Are you the son of Advocate Janakinath?" Subhas nodded. Just then the bell rang and everyone scrambled out of the class to go home. Then that day only, Subhas heard his father conversing with someone using the word Gulam. The next day he went to the school and asked the headmaster, "Sir, what is Gulam?" Headmaster said, "Subhas, Gulam is someone who allows his body to follow someone blindly. He doesn't listen to his heart and mind and allows the body to serve someone else." Swamiji was right to say that unless we attain serenity, we won't ever progress. Now Subhas wondered, who was Swamiji? Then he turned his curiosity to his father, who informed him that the sir was talking about Swami Vivekananda. From that day on, Subhas read Swamiji's philosophies, Swamiji's works, and he was truly inspired by Swami Vivekananda. And he felt a newfound love for his country, India. In 1913, he went to Presidency College to study philosophy. During his college days, he participated in several debates and dabbled in student journalism passionately to express the need for India's freedom. His desire to attain freedom grew intensely every day. Where it came to a point, he was not afraid to argue with his professor who spoke ill of Indians. It got him expelled, but he knew he hadn't done anything wrong by speaking for his people. After graduating, Subhas wanted to serve his nation, but his father wanted him to serve the British government. So he was sent to Cambridge University, London, where he prepared for the Indian Administrative Services exam. Despite passing with flying colors, Subhas didn't want to work for the British government. He then started contributing the Indian freedom struggle by publishing a newspaper called Swaraj, where his powerful words against the tyranny of colonialism of British government made him the president of Indian National Youth Congress in 1923. Then he was put into jail because of causing chaos among young Indians. He was released in 1927. He was made the General Secretary of Indian National Congress. He then travelled across Europe to understand the political tactics. Then he compiled his knowledge into a book called The Indian Struggle, which is published in London but soon got banned because it spoke against the British. After returning home, he was made the president of Indian National Congress. He protested alongside Gandhiji. But Subhas's and Gandhiji's ideas were not meeting, were not the same. Subhas believed that non-violence could not help India attaining freedom. So he resigned from Indian National Congress. Then he went abroad to foreign countries, for example Germany, to gather support for attaining freedom. He went to Germany to meet Adolf Hitler, who promised him to help India attaining freedom. But in the wake of World War II, Subhas saw that Germany was losing. Then he fled to Japan. Japan, seeing his courage, struck a deal with him that if the Indians fought at the Japanese side, Japan would help India attain freedom. Then Subhas gathered Indians by giving them a powerful slogan, "Give me blood, I will give you freedom." This army was called as the Indian National Army or Azad Hind Fauj. But as they were fighting, Subhas saw that Japan was also losing. Japan stopped supplying ammunition to INA, Indian National Army. Then the Indian National Army was dissolved. It broke up. Then Subhas was trying to gather more support to help India attain freedom. But his quest couldn't be complete as he passed in a plane crash that year. Subhash Chandra Bose or Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's ideology was different. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was a vibrant personality in the historical Indian freedom struggle. His ideas and strategies proved how words alone could not fill one with the courage to fight for one's nation. Jai Hind!